Hey guys, so we've been talking about division, and make sure you remember the division steps: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat, and do this over and over till you check for a remainder and then check your answer. Okay, so on our notes here, I'm going to work through number 3 with you. The first thing we want to do is divide. So 2 divided into 1. Now 2 can't go into 1 without it being a fraction. So we want to go on over and do 2 into 19. So I'm going to draw a line here to help me remember that I'm going to write my answer above the 9. So 2 goes into 19 9 times, and then I multiply. 9 times 2 is 18. Then my next step is to subtract. 19 minus 18 is 1. And then I'm going to bring down the next number. Now this time I'm going to be dividing into what I have here. So 2 can go into 10 5 times, and 5 times 2 is 10. And then I subtract and I get 0. Then I'm going to bring down the 2 and repeat the steps again. 2 goes into 2 1 time. Then I multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. Then I subtract. I get a 0. I've got nothing to bring down here. So I look to see if I have a remainder. I don't have a remainder. So I want to check my answer. So here's my answer. I'm going to write it down and multiply times the divisor, the one on the outside. 951 times 2. And I get 1,902, which matches 1,902. So I got it correct. Okay? And so that's how we're going to divide. Now we did this notes page in class, so you have your reminder at the top of how to divide. And we did not do number 4, so you're going to want to practice number 4 if we are struggling. So remember, your first number is the one that's going to go inside the division house, because they're the first ones to the party, so they get to go on in. The second one is late. He's our divisor. He's going to go on the outside. So this is the divisor, the one that's going into the dividend that is inside the house. The dividend is inside the house. All right? So then we follow our division steps, and we start with divide. 4 can go into 4. That's where I'm starting. 1 time, and 1 times 4 is 4. And then I'm going to subtract, bring down, and repeat. And if you want to use the division shuffle song to help you, then we can say divide, divide, divide. 4 goes into 4 1 time. Then we multiply, 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 and subtract, 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 and bring it down. And then repeat. Divide, divide. 4 goes into 8 2 times. Multiply, multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. And subtract, subtract. Bring it down. I don't have anything to bring down. I have no remainder. So to check it, remember, I use my answer times my divisor. So 112 times 4, and I will multiply. And if it matches my dividend, what's in the house, then it is correct. Now remember, if I start doing my division, and I go in here and I say 3 can go into 6 1 time, which is 3, I subtract, I get 3. If this number that I get when I subtract is equal to or larger than my divisor, then I could have gone 1 more time up here. So instead, I need to do 2 times, and 2 times 3 is 6. Bring down my 2. And then if I see that I cannot divide into this number without getting a fraction, 3 cannot go into 2 without a fraction, then I'm going to put it go 0 times. And 0 times 3 is 0. Then I'll subtract, bring down, and now 3 can divide into 21. And 3 goes into 21 7 times. 7 times 3 is 21. I subtract, I get 0. I have no remainder. I check my answer. You always, always, always check your answer with multiplication. All right, good luck on your homework, and have fun dividing.